Yeah, it's one of these videos again. And let me tell you, we were writing this one before the Mirror stuck their noses in, but it was almost prescient that they did. Before I delve into the subject matter, I want to make a couple of things crystal clear. Firstly, I'd be saying exactly the same thing if this was about Christopher Eccleston. The best one! And secondly, this has absolutely no bearing on how I feel about Peter Capaldi as an actor, or his portrayal of the Doctor. This is just a Doctor Who fan with Doctor Who flavoured opinions, hoping to spark some interesting discussion. That's interesting discussion, not another rendition of the last Great Flame War. So, a bit of context. Steven Moffat is stepping down as showrunner in 2017, and Chris Chibnall shall be taking the reins the year after. The question a lot of fans are posing right now is, should Peter Capaldi be leaving alongside Steven, allowing Chibnall to launch his own Doctor with his own vision of the show in 2018? My stance is that if we want the show to continue and to thrive, then Peter needs to step down. However, I continue to be a little baffled that the majority of the fandom right now wants him to stay on, in the belief that Chibnall will give the 12th Doctor a new lease of life. Here's the problem with that though. The 12th Doctor has changed enough already. Both of his series so far have felt like a reintroduction to another character, and after the less than favourable ratings last year proved, that simply won't be enough for the casual audience. When I say change, by the way, I don't mean character development, because the 12th Doctor doesn't appear to have character development, he just sort of changes on a whim. It's important that we distinguish a character arc from poor writing and misjudged opportunities, which have seriously affected the 12th Doctor's development and the audience's rapport with the character. So, keeping the same actor as the face of the show could potentially send the series spiralling downwards into stagnation with seemingly no new getting on point for newcomers. And a getting on point is exactly what a change of the lead actor will provide. Surely there's a reason that Patrick Troughton is alleged to have said, only do 3 years. The idea presumably being, keep them wanting and don't outstay your welcome. It will have been 4 years of the 12th Doctor by the time Steven steps down, and 3 series for Capaldi. That's probably worth thinking about. It's at this point that I want to give a perfect example of what Chibnall's first series could emulate. 2010. In Series 5, we didn't just have a new showrunner in Steven Moffat, we cut ties with a lot of the recurring continuity from Russell's era and ushered in a new production team, which brought with it a new companion, a new TARDIS set, a new Sonic, new titles, new Daleks, and above all, a new Doctor who encapsulated that change. And that was good. That was amazing, because after 5 years of routine, we saw the show transform into something else entirely without actually rebooting it at all, and that's precisely the reason Doctor Who is still running today. It was fresh, engaging and entertaining, rewarding fans and pulling in a new international audience. In contrast, Series 8. Deep breath, you're new to this, you're here for that Peter Capaldi, you liked him in that sweary show. Unfortunately, you're thrown in the deep end with these 3 larger-than-life characters that presumably everyone else knows. The script assumes that you know who they are, so forgoes the traditional introduction, leaving a brand new audience member confused and lost in the face of a talking potato and a human-lizard-lesbian pairing. Take that issue, extrapolate it tenfold, and you've got an inaccessible show. Now, I think we could go even further than just changing the lead actor and follow Steven Moffat's approach for Series 5. Let's have a new TARDIS, let's have a new Sonic, let's have a brand new production team. Or maybe even do something like Russell's Series 1, cutting ties with a lot of the baggage while still remaining the essence of what Doctor Who is. Hey, Murray's been doing some amazing music, but it's been well over 10 years now, so maybe it'd be interesting to see how someone else approaches that. Let's have a new show. A show that newcomers will approach, a show that the casual audience may develop an interest in, a show that fans who may not have looked upon the last few years favourably can give a second chance. But most importantly, let's have a show that everyone can enjoy. Not a show that alienates the audience in the same way that Series 8 and 9 did. This is why we need a new Doctor. Because unfortunately, Peter Capaldi's portrayal of the Time Lord has become synonymous with those negative perceptions. Anyways, I've said my piece. What I'd be really interested to know is what you think. Let us know in the comments below. I'll see you all again at Christmas. I know I'm really looking forward to it. Really. It's gonna be great. I hear BBC TV's Doctor Who is going to be travelling to America, no doubt to give that Donald Trump man a piece of his mind.